What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Alterum here, back in the building with another sick and lit edition of Wrestle Shade. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about Dark Side of the Ring. I was able to catch season 2, episode 10, the final days of Owen Hart. This episode absolutely blew me away. I am a fan of the show. I watched all of season 1, which included titles like The Last of the Von Erichs, The Killing of Bruiser Brody, and the Montreal Screwjob, which were amazing. But this episode about Owen Hart, I guess it just tugged at everybody's heartstrings a little more because he was more of a 80s, like 90s wrestler, and I think that we resonated with him and the Hart family. So I just wanted to touch on the episode. It was an amazing episode. First and foremost, bitch, shouts out to Martha Hart, shouts out to Oj, I think it's pronounced, his oldest son, and Athena, his daughter. It seems to me they were the only 3 fighting for their dad's name. They were the only 3 that were fighting for their dad's, legacy almost. I guess I'll just go ahead and dive right into the episode. The imagery is the same for all of the episodes, but for this particular episode, especially the scene when Martha was walking up to the casket and Bret Hart was holding her, that imagery, the reenactment of what happened, that part blew me away. I really didn't know that was what Martha actually went through. Sidebar, I know we hear a lot of stories about people talking about Owen Hart and people talking about the Hart family, on YouTube and other wrestlers doing interviews, but I don't know, to me it just seemed like this episode gave us more depth as far as what Martha and her kids were going through. It's really crazy to me to think that a lot of the other members of the Hart family did not want to fight along with her. In the episode, she said that she wanted to take this entire case to trial, bitch. And by the time everything was said and done, they gave her a settlement. And that's not what she wanted. And that's probably not what Owen would have wanted either. When it comes to negligence, you know what I'm saying, and wrongful death. The gagger about this whole thing was that when he passed away, it was just it was right there, you know what I'm saying, on WWF's time, bitch. It was right there. He literally fell from the ceiling and hit the ring. His blood was still on the mat. They did not clean the mat. They did not change the mat. They did not have a procedure for any of this. Jim Ross was still on the mic. Jerry the King Lawler was looking pale in the face. It was like this man has just died in front of us. And the executives in the back, creative Vince, whoever it was, bitch, decided to keep the show going. It was absolutely crazy. Why would you decide to keep the show going and you've just had somebody literally die in your ring? It was insensitive, bitch. It was absolute fuckery. At the end of the day, as Martha said, that was a crime scene, bitch, okay? Accidental death scene, or whatever you want to call it. Why keep the show going? Now, we know the saying, bitch, whatever, the show must go on. But, bitch, in this case, bitch, it's time to stop the show. Tell the audience what the fuck has just happened, bitch. Inform everybody and literally just stop, bitch. Roll out the caution tape, bitch. Call the police, call the paramedics, bitch. And get whoever you need to get inside this ring, bitch, to save this man's life, okay? They literally went about this, I think, entirely the wrong way. And I know I can't come down on the situation too much, you know what I'm saying? Because, that was back then and this is now. We have advanced a lot, but it's just wow, bitch. The rigging of this whole thing literally just blew me away, okay? Like Martha said, they tried to really just downplay everything and ensure to her that they had everything correct, that everything was already legit and in the works. You know, WWF assured her that they had already hired this Hollywood rigging company, and they've already, you know, rigged for some of these superstars of Hollywood, and that Owen Hart was going to be fine, and everything was going to be rigged great. They wanted this easy unclosure, pretty much, that would release him down to the ring and just snap off, so that he could just, you know, be released down into the ring and just bounce into action, instead of people having to come inside of the ring to unhook him. I guess they wanted it to be more fast and more natural looking, but bitch, cause y'all definitely dropped the ball, bitch. WWF, y'all definitely fucked up with this one. It was the wrong type of rigging. There's no other way to put it. It was the absolute and complete wrong type of rigging. If I'm not mistaken, Martha said that the rigging was used for boating, some type of rigging for a boat. And so it's just like, bitch, and it just really, like, really confuses me to think that, you know, they were there getting ready for the wrestling events. You know how all the wrestlers do, you know how all promotion does. They run through, you know, what they're going to do a couple of times to make sure that they got it right. And it really just confuses me. On the show, they said that Owen said that he didn't need to do it, or, you know, he didn't want to do it, as if like to brush it off, to say, I trust you guys, everything is fine, you know, we'll just do it that one time when it's time for it to be done. And I don't know, like, there's just a lot with this entire story. And we get into, you know, Bret Hart going through certain things with Vince McMahon and WWE and creative control, you know what I'm saying, and him leaving the organization, and this is like, oh, it's my time now. Owen Hart is thinking that, you know, since his brother is gone, he could be in the limelight, you know, and become a self-made superstar instead of, you know, following the footsteps of his brother. And I totally get that, but I just still think it was something up with that, you guys. I'm sorry. There was a negligence there to say that the rigging shouldn't have been triple checked, quadruple checked. You know what I'm saying? To say that there should have not been an investigation done after all that is absolute crazy. And to you guys, to think that no other members of the family, you know what I'm saying, came forward and wanted to help Martha in her quest, you know what I'm saying, of going to fucking trial. Are you crazy, bitch? Hold on, bitch. All these other brothers and sisters, bitch, in this family, bitch, Bret Hart, Bruce Hart, Diana Hart, Smith Hart, Dean Hart, Ross Hart, Wayne Hart, Georgia Hart, Allison Hart, bitch. And nobody else didn't want to come forward and help Martha that we seen from this past episode of Dark Side of the Ring. She was literally fighting this by herself with her 2 children, bitch. And the children weren't old enough at the time, so it was kind of her by herself. And I get the whole notion of some of the family members being tight with Vince. I get the whole notion of some of the family members being, you know, in Vince's graces, them thinking that they were going to be the next fucking superstar. But to not try to, like, get closure and or come to more of a better conclusion of how your brother literally died, you know what I'm saying, in the ring, bitch, that is crazy. I was expecting to see more of the family in this episode, bitch. Shouts out to D-Lo, Nation of Domination, bitch. Shouts out to The Godfather. Shouts out to Jim Ross. Shouts out to Chris Jericho, okay? The ring ref, shouts out to him. And shouts out to Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Cornette. They were the ones that were in the episode, bitch. And I'm just looking around like, okay, I'm waiting to see Bret. I'm waiting to see some of the other family members, you know what I'm saying, to talk about what happened, bitch. Did y'all see how Vince McMahon was acting, bitch? In that press conference, bitch, that first press conference, when he was acting all like, bitch, well, I don't like your attitude, or I don't like your whatever he was saying to that reporter that asked him that question, bitch.
On a routine basis, in any number of venues, Owen was simply to descend into the ring in superhero-like fashion.
Why was he not on a belay line or some other backup line, which is normally used for anybody that's using a rigging? That there would be a safeguard that someone would control.
I'm not an expert on rigging. I guess you are.
Well, it would appear that there were no precautionary measures taken. Why not?
First of all, I resent your tone.
I resent the sarcasm. Again,
No, I resent your tone, lady, okay?
Why
You know,
would
this
there
was a
not be
tragic
cautionary
accident. It's a tragic accident. Don't try and put yourself in the spotlight here, okay?
What
This
were your
was an
precautionary
accident.
measures,
Do you
sir?
understand what I'm saying?
What
An
were your
accident.
precautionary measures, sir?
And everything that should have taken place in terms of rigging, to our knowledge at this moment, did take place. It was rehearsed in the afternoon, and everything was fine. And that's all I know.
Mr. McMahon, is it true then that Owen did practice 3 or 4 times during the afternoon and everything was set and he felt comfortable with it prior to the actual occurrence?
As far as I know, everything was fine during the afternoon. A number of rehearsals took place.
Vince McMahon was like, well, another one bites the dust, bitch. Time to go on with the rest of the business. And I'm just like, bitch. You could look at Vince McMahon and see that there's something, bitch, kind of going on there. Bitch, ain't putting nothing past his ass, bitch. Whatever angle you want to look at it from, bitch, something else was up with this. And I'm not going to say that the Dark Side of the Ring didn't have all the information. I'm just going to say that I feel like all the information about everything that happened was not revealed to us. Although this was a great episode, bitch, I think Owen Hart may have went through a little bit more on those final days. No shade on that final day. When we talk about Owen Hart and Vince's relationship and or relationship with other creative directors, they didn't really dive into that. They talked a little bit about him not being totally satisfied with his character and the direction of his character with this whole blue blazer thing, bitch. But he was the type of guy to get in the ring, do what he had to do, make his money to get home to his family. Initially, that's what he wanted to do. He really didn't want to wrestle all like that. You know what I'm saying? He was born into a wrestling dynasty, but, you know, wrestling was not, you know, at the forefront for him. Family was. That's something else that just makes this story a little bit more sad, per se, because it's like this man, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to wrestle to make his coin so he could get back to his family, and he was taken away from his family, bitch, by the entity that he was wrestling for. I just really can't take it. And kudos, bitch, to Martha once again for not letting WWE put Owen Hart in their little whack ass Hall of Fame. When you want to talk about, when you really want to get into it, bitch, it's kind of shady. No, you're not gonna put my husband in the Hall of Fame, bitch, and y'all was the ones that was responsible for his death. Bitch, what? Are you kidding me, bitch? Memorabilia, t-shirt, nothing, bitch. Gear, nothing, bitch. Y'all ain't selling nothing. It's not happening. 5 matches, bitch. After he had already smacked down and hit the... Oh, God. After he already smacked down. No shade. I'm going to edit that out. I might keep it, but... After he already smacked down and hit the ring, bitch. You got the paramedics coming in, rolling him out, and they decided to still go 5 matches in. Decided to still go 5 matches. What? 18 million. Can't put a price tag on life, bitch. And all they gave her was 18 million to her gone. It's no shade, you guys. This episode just really touched me, bitch. Like, I really hope Martha Hart gets her day of reckoning, bitch, for her husband, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And if you saw it in the episode too, she had like trunk loads of information for the case, bitch. She had files, bitch, okay? She was ready. You know what I'm saying? And she still is ready. It just really just like... It just, like I said, it really confuses me to think that some of her friends, the family, you know what I'm saying, itself went against her with this trial. You know what I'm saying? Hiding information from her, hiding documents from her, and shit like that. It's crazy. Could you imagine if this happened to somebody from the Samoan family? Ha! Bitch, bye. Please. I mean, just really, the big families like this, the big wrestling families, bitch, could have fucked Vince McMahon up, bitch, and anybody else that wanted to get in between. McMahon ass would have been beat, bitch. All them brothers, all them sisters, bitch, would have rolled up to that stadium, bitch, or to that pay-per-view, bitch, and whooped motherfucking ass, bitch. I really believe Vince knew that Owen Hart was already dead when he first called Martha. Like, when he first called her in the episode, you know, and said that Owen Hart had suffered, you know, a major fall, and Martha was asking questions, trying to probe, bitch, like what, when, where, who, and why, bitch. And, you know, Vince McMahon pretty much just saying like, okay, well, somebody will give you a call back, and the next call she got back was from the doctor. Ah! Bitch, please. Bitch, we'd have been on a plane, bitch. We'd have been in the car, family members, kids, and all, bitch. We'd have been deep, bitch. Like I said, could you imagine if this was any other huge wrestling family, bitch, a Samoan family, bitch? Shouts out to Dark Side of the Ring, bitch. Finding the truth at the intersection of fantasy and reality in the veil world of professional wrestling, bitch. We need more episodes like this, bitch. I hope you guys enjoyed this sick and lit edition of Wrestle Shade, bitch. Don't forget to give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and once you subscribe, bitch, hit that bell notificaciones so you can be notified on when I upload more videos such as this. Shouts out Martha, bitch.